So is it more the randomness and the luck of the draw, or is it more about the skill?
We had four people.
Because of a random.
There were people we couldn't reach unless they knocked one of us. So I felt like we were already at a huge disadvantage because of that. Granted, we had enough time to make up ground that we had lost, but it just didn't connect. But that was one frustrating part of it. Is that it just seemed like we got, the short stick from the beginning.
Did you? I don't think Kim ever shot, right?
Kim shot
Yeah,
one
she
time.
shot
You did
once.
once. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But y'all rotated a bit through.
Yeah.
They did great.
Yeah.
I had played that before, so I knew I played it as the holder,
Yeah.
so I knew to have.
Oh,
pull in
okay.
and hold, so we had to modify too because it does weird things.
It does weird things. Yeah, when we were practicing, we were like, oh no, let's figure out how to do this. So
yeah,
the joys of an LRG.
Yeah.
So what do you think? What are your thoughts on that other tribe? Like how are you feeling about them? What are you looking at? Are you worried? What's going on?
They haven't been in a pressure situation. The time they lost, they had, unfortunately, none of them have to test whatever alliances they're building, which we can see some from our tribal area, groups of people consistently getting together. So those alliances have never had to try anything. The people who feel like they might be out have never had to try to rise to someone else. So that for us as a tribe is frustrating.
And they didn't have to walk up
here. Yeah.
We would have liked to have seen them either had to come up here to vote him off, or frankly, medical evacs happen. Sorry, sucks. You're still going to private council. Vote someone else.
See some other torches hung up over
I have a question.
Yeah.
Bitter Betty.
Had we lost the axe throwing competition and Tim was still medically evacuated,
You wouldn't have gone to tribal. Yep.
Okay.
Well, then we feel less.
Yeah. We're just keeping with our plan number.
Okay.
Original 8 like each other, love each other, want to play with each other. So that is frustrating. I don't think, from hindsight, looking at the other.
Is the audio okay, guys?
And I'm not there, so I couldn't.
Yeah.
But I clearly see certain flaws,
Do you think that having had to test at tribal council will ultimately give you an advantage in the game when you all get together and they haven't had that experience?
I think we can pray about that because I think I'm being honest. I think we can pray about that because at least the people sitting here, we don't want to do it. It's not easy. We've had to rely, no choice, have trust in each other, and it is proven that even if we're down on numbers, we can combat that because there'll be someone fighting who hasn't had trust very much or trust.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. So I wanted to go back just a little bit to the challenge you did win, just to talk about that. The axe throwing, y'all did great. Yeah, that made a hit. Yeah, that's awesome. I think y'all won 3-1.
Yeah.
And who made the hits? It was Kim, Mary, and Taylor. It is hard. I mean, it's harder than going to an axe throwing range just because it's smooth, it's swingy. Like even when we practiced it at Joe's house, like even up against a fence, it's just more difficult than those ranges. Yeah, well, yeah, look at there. Yeah. Yeah.
Trying to help each other and also just like knowing like even if you went up there and like genuinely everybody was still gonna cheer picture.
Yeah, you seem to really support each other, which is good. That's awesome.
That good energy around people while they were trying and really.
Mm-hmm.
There's only so much cheering I could do from back here and be like, I can't really say fuck them up, so I don't want to say fuck them up. I say fuck them up to the board. The balloon.
The balloon. Yes.
We did change our tribe cheater.
Right.
Because it was previously fuck you Tim. But then he got sick. And so
You
we
guys
said
know the story?
No, what's the story?
So
we look like assholes.
yesterday-
Quickly, say the story.
I love Tim dearly. When we did the paper bag thing, and I went this way, a few of us went that way, and I saw someone with a flashlight hovering over a bag. I thought it was one of you guys, like production trying to get a live shot of like who grabs a bag. I go to grab it, and it's Tim, and he immediately grabs it and like almost laughs in my face. I was like, "Fuck you, Tim!" And like it just like came out of my mouth, and I was just like, "Oh my god, I didn't mean it." I'm sorry.
We had no idea.
Yeah, so
No.
I told Devin, I'm like, "Oh, that's our team motto," and then he's like dry heaving today. I'm like, "We have to change this."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, well,
So-
yeah.
So it's not-
Did you put that energy into the world?
Right.
You know,
You killed Tim.
I did. So nobody pissed Taylor off, I guess.
Well, the doctor's here now, and he's taking a look at him, and he is under medical care, and he's doing better. Hopefully, he will get better to join us at the next tribal council that hopefully you don't want to be at. But he's doing all right. He's resting. So
Well, let's talk a little bit about the tribe dynamics here. Is there a leader of the tribe? Do you feel like you're all kind of even? What's up with that?
just the dynamic, like has someone emerged as a leader? Is someone the mother, the nurturer, or are y'all just kumbayaing still?
I think we all very much adhere and listen to Katie. She says jump and we're there.
Okay.
It is not on the tribe.
Stop sending Garrett.
Yeah, don't send Garrett.
Sorry, Garrett.
Just call him daddy. That's
Well, we can start sending Paul and Justin down, and they'll probably want you to call him that too. What about, has there been any scrambling for like searching for things?
Oh, yes,
It
nonstop.
was a group search. It was a group.
Yeah, there was a
what
point
the
we
fuck
just
have we
all
done?
did it. We just all started.
Yeah?
doing it. You get,
Anyone find anything?
No.
Yes, yes. I was going to bring it and try to play it.
What'd you find?
Katie said I couldn't bring it.
It's an old vape cartridge.
Oh, okay.
She also
Yeah.
found a tire.
Really excited about
And
it.
a tire.
Excited.
We decided not to have her drag the tire up here. I
Oh,
just
if you,
told
if
her
you go down the red trail, there are several tires.
They're
They're
cars back
huge,
there.
and they're cars.
it's
Yeah,
just a very big Z's remote.
I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
I see. We were gonna play that game.
Yeah,
I see.
I see.
I think just at some point, the need to have a secret advantage is outweighed by the need for closure, that this thing exists and it can be
That's
found.
what-
that's what we were all.
So at some point, we're like, we're all searching together.
Have y'all
Everybody goes,
have y'all walked the entire like camp perimeter?
Yes.
Have you
Yeah.
have you
We
I have
we
circle
have
and circle.
I think you guys don't have
What are-
that.
what what are you gonna
We've done there and blown it.
what are you gonna do if you get to the end and we're like there are no advantages in this game?
I'll be like, yeah, that would be the biggest fucking twist.
Yeah.
That's what we just go off the raw emotion and raw.
And there was nothing there.
Like the first 11 seasons of Survivor on CBS.
That would be the episode title. I'm just gonna play.
Yeah.
Well, none of you are claiming to find anything at camp, but we do still have Shot in the Dark at play. Do we think that that might show up again this time?
Hope not.
I wasn't expecting it last time.
Okay, so you were not expecting that. Okay. So obviously, Vinny felt a certain amount of way that he needed to use it. Do you think that was a vibe? Do you think someone tipped him off? Like, little both.
I contemplated playing mine.
Yeah.
I think Vinny and I both knew we were on the chopping block last trip.
Do you feel like that's the case again?
All names were thrown out, I believe.
I was gonna say, does
In the
anyone
last
feel safe?
hour, I like.
No one feels safe.
I mean, I think
It was a
to
scramble.
Andrea's point of like, we don't want to be doing this, and it's not like nobody ever wants to be a tribal, but like this specific group of people, and even with the last one, it doesn't feel good.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like the amount of scrabbling that goes, and you're like, none of these options feel good.
Yeah.
And there's like this voice in your head that says, oh, but like something will become easier, and it just doesn't. And then slowly, Katie's like, gotta start grabbing your bag, and I'm like, wait a minute. Like, there's supposed to be
3 times, Jay. I said grab your bag.
it's supposed to have a clear head by now, and it just never did.
Yeah. Yeah, and hopefully we've been giving you enough time because we know we've been delayed. We're hoping you get enough time to do exactly that. Get your clear heads, get your talks in, things like that. Yeah.
But there was definitely time to be a mist and running around. It's all of us running around in circles with threes and twos and ones and twos and threes and ones. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Katie
Well,
managed it.
Yeah, I think everybody, when I got down there, was still very much like, please don't come here yet. We need more time. We're still talking.
yay.
Thanks.
Well, like we said last time, this is your tribal council.
Yeah.
So
Anything else?
anything else you want to? Yeah.
Sure.
And I think it will clarify stuff for everyone. Can you re-emphasize how the shot in the dark works?
Sure. So when you go to vote, if you decide to use your shot in the dark, you will take your dice and you will hand it to Katie. With 6 scrolls in it. And so the dice signifies a scroll to us, and we will let you know your fate. And that is how that works.
That multiple people played their shot in the dark. They each have a 1/6.
Yes, we have.
Let's say Kim goes.
There's a brand new.
There's a brand new set of scrolls.
So everybody who
That's
plays it potentially
Could-
succeed.
Yes. Yes, we will
In the
always
one-way
give you a 1 in 6. If we run out of scrolls, I will pull out my phone and I will do a 1 in 6 RNG. But it is basically a 1 in 6 shot. Thematically, you're drawing scrolls. If every single one of you played a shot in the dark, we'd run out of scrolls, and we would just do a 1 in 6 on our phones. So, but yes, that's the idea. Is you will always have a 1 in 6. And again, if you had multiple shot in the darks because you got it from someone, you can only play 1 per tribal.
Yep.
Any other questions about that? Okay. Well, if y'all have nothing else to say or ask, I think we're going to get to the vote.
Ask for advantages
Yeah.
before voting.
Yeah, absolutely. So at this time, if there's any advantages to be played before voting begins, now would be the time to do so.
Oh, before the vote advantage.
We're blind, y'all.
As you said,
There's
we
like
don't
some
have
funny
anything.
things that-
There's nothing at our camp.
Okay.
All right. Well, then it's time to vote. We are gonna get Katie set up.
She's already set up.
She- I know, but she didn't take the.
I can take it.
Thanks. And then I'm gonna put my headset back in, and you tell me when we're ready, or when you come back. I know. All right. I want to put that in. Hurt. It's a mic, the same one I have, and then that thing that's plugged in is the mic transmitter. We sound a lot better with these.
Are we live?
Are you live or recording? Live. We're live.
We got a lot of data.
How many viewers?
Okay, as we call you up, we do have a car being charged up there, so please mind the cables.
Yeah. Just step over the charging cable.
Yeah, just watch out for that. And
And Kim, if at any point you need us to do anything with your car, just let us know.
Well, I'm gonna need to charge
Yeah,
you're in the queue, but we have
you're in the queue.
we have a 7% person.
Yeah, that's what I said. Do it first.
Okay,
All right.
and what Kim, we can start with you.
Yeah, go ahead. Time to vote. All right, I am too. Oh no, I'm not gonna be able to, Joe. I don't know how to do it. Why do I suck at this? Okay, never mind.
I always just look at the shape.
And that's my ear. Yeah.
And then I deal with this part last.
Last.
I just orient it toward my eardrum.
But see, why can't I do that? Why am I terrible at it?
And then I kind of like pull my lip.
Unless I type it in.
I don't know what it's saying. What? What? I'm not sure. Ask her when she gets back. What stupid? Do I have it on right?
No, you have it on upside down.
What the fuck? Like this?
Yes.
Oh. Right there.
just want to remember before we read the votes, all of the torches should be.
It did.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Jay, go ahead.
Is the lighter over there, y'all? Garrett, do you know where the lighter is?
I can see it.
Oh, so they'll be able to find it. Yeah, if you don't mind, Paul, just relighting the ones that went out. Thank you.
Thank you, Torch Daddy.
Garrett, how about you have the thing?
Oh. I think it's in my pocket.
Hope that gets on film.
There you go. Save it. All right,
Mary?
Mary.
You're up.
Yeah. But you're right.
It's like that's where it's gonna.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can continue to talk with production for a second.
Oh, there's the oil over there too.
Wait 1 second. Something was in my ear.
So like this morning, we read the clue and we were like, it's gonna be 6 and 2, like you predicted that challenge perfectly. So after throwing, we thought it was gonna be like a ring toss,
Uh-huh.
and the afternoon we thought it was gonna be like a blindfolded blind.
Good time.
So we practiced in our camp with our blindfold.
Oh, cute. Okay.
Yeah. Just leave it on. Just leave it on.
Just leave it on. Just hold it over it.
Over and leave it over for several seconds.
It's how fireproof.
Not a song.
Let it be known. Your torch is like not today.
There we go.
Mad because we got hit in the butt.
That could be like a little like, not like.
Very next.
Yeah. All right, Andrea. These torches are out to get us.
They would be cute.
They are. They're cute. They are cute. They just have minds of their own.
You want to snuff this one? I did the last one.
Yeah, I'll do it.
That looks good.
Yeah.
I just need to turn Andreas back on.
Yeah.
Earth dick was pissed.
We're getting some water, I think, to.
Smells like burning.
It's on for you.
Ellie.
It's still Friday.
Well, this evening we were like, did we move our tent yesterday or no? This morning.
You know, when I play LRGs, like I 1 day a week. Like it's like you don't know, like what you know, like when I was at the mole game, the last mole game. I mean, by Wednesday, because I started on a Monday, it was a full week. It was Monday to Saturday. By Wednesday, I was like, I live here. Like I've been here a year. Huh? I've done 2 mole games, and I have and I have one more coming in July.
You've done the one you spent.
That not yet. Yep. And then this next one will also be filmed.
Okay, Taylor.
In fact, Kim was in season 1 of it, and I'm in season 2 of it. Maybe. I don't know anything about anything.
If there are, they're in that brown paper bag over there next to the funnel. There's also one in Tim's storage. That
Yeah.
we never used.
Up there, Nick. Yeah. Here, Justin, look up. Look up. Casualty number 4.
There's, that's right.
We've had a couple of, yeah, and then I like sliced my leg open. It's not bad though. It's very surface. It just looks bad. Oh.
Okay, well.
All right. Well.
Yeah. There's briar spots all around.
You want to just dip the wick in there? No, right? No, earlier I was looking at my elbows. Yeah, when I was packing up, I was like, what the first second?
So dry.
I still see some dirt.
Yeah, I have dirt on my ankles.
Right.
Didn't get it off.
You're right. I haven't showered yet in solidarity.
How long are you gonna do that?
And I don't know. I haven't.
They're a little chewy.
Y'all took them all.
Chewy. I also recommend Ritz crackers.
I do love Ritz crackers and peanut butter.
It's a dollop of
I should have planned something to make y'all stand.
All right, we'll come back as soon as he sits
Oh,
down.
yeah.
Our spam is still in there. That is definitely going to be the last.
Yeah.
If you're still in the game,
It's good.
It's
Shut
good.
up.
So the story around that, and Will knows this, is when I played Survivor UGA, like those were basically the same items we got.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. All right. So that was my first and last time I ever ate spam. All right, we will be back.
I don't know about
Well, anything good is bad for her. Chocolate, wine, citric acid, tomatoes, feeling down.
Breathing. Trying to walk up multiple times a day.
How many viewers we got?
8.
8.
Funnel.
Yeah, the jokes. Almost. My God. Again, I'm just gonna say our liability waivers don't cover it.
Ours do.
Perfect burns.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, these things. What if?
All right. The votes have been tallied, but before we read the votes, are there any advantages or hidden immunity idols anyone would like to play? Now is the time to do so. All right, we will.
Okay. No, but my mic right here. All right. First vote, Taylor.
Second vote, Taylor. That's 2 votes, Taylor.
Third vote, Will. That's 2 votes, Taylor. 1 vote, Will.
The fourth vote is for Will. We're tied 2 and 2.
Fifth vote is Will. That is 3 votes, Will. 2 votes, Taylor.
The next vote is Taylor. We're tied again 3 and 3.
1 vote left. Third member of our jury for Survivor All-Stars, Taylor.
We need to bring.
Sorry,
your
Taylor, bring
torch.
us your torch.
I get to shower. So Taylor, we're gonna hit the hot tub so high.
Taylor, Travis spoken. Thanks so much for. Thanks so much.
3 votes.
And then whenever you were done with your combined, Taylor, you can head into the pool table room.
Guys, can you come?
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
I can't wait to.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah. They're barely standing.
Yeah, we'll be there.
I need to get water.
You don't need to get any water, Pete. Go use the bathroom pass. And then, yeah, we'll actually hang back here while they do all that. I think that's the easier thing, since they always want to be.
Do we want to go?
Probably just interview up here.
Do we want to go right over here, down the trail?
Or yeah.
No. Oh,
You want to stay close.
let's walk right over here.
I don't want to move too far. Can I do it here?
Here, we take that up to the court.
Well,
Taylor, this
I
one
want to be
is
here.
yours, but of course it's really gross, so I'm gonna put it up there.
So am I. It's fine.
Yeah, but you'll have it.
Okay. Hey, Justin. Hey, Jay and Andrea. Jay, can you guys move that way several feet? Several more feet. Thank you, friend.
How far do you want them?
I'm looking out of your shot and I can't see it. Hi, Taylor. Oh. Oh, this got back.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh shit. Do I have to just hold it? Okay. It did be very complicated. Hi, Taylor. What do you think happened?
I feel like Kim and Jay did not vote for me to stay.
What do you think the split was
Um,
then? Who do you think did vote for you to stay?
Mary and Ellie. I trust them. I voted for Will.
That's true.
I voted for Will, and I feel like Mary voted for Will, and I think Ellie voted for Will, and Kim was supposed to be our lot 4. Jay was our backup 4. I trusted Jay because Tim told me I should trust Jay, and yesterday Jay and I had a conversation, and we're just like, me and you. But I noticed he was getting really close with Will. And I didn't want the fact that Andrea voted my name down absolutely blows my mind. Like, I know she voted my name. I know she wrote my name down. She wasn't like, she stopped talking to me after I heard she's the one who brought my name up, apparently. And then Will caught it and ran with it. But I'm honestly shocked that Andrea wrote my name down. That's weird.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Why do you think the votes? Why do you think it was between you and Will?
I don't know, honestly. Like, I don't know why it was me. Like,
Were there other names being tossed around?
everyone's name was being everyone's name except Jay, Andrea, and Ellie. Everyone else's name was on.
Are they running the pack?
I wouldn't even say that they're running it. Will acts like he runs it. And Will's coming to me telling me that it's going to be Mary or Kim, and that we should get Kim out. But then Ellie and Mary both came up to me and they're just like, we're going to vote for Will. Other people are saying your name. So they were like, let's get us 3 and get Kim, because Kim's name is also being. Kim was sitting on like the gravel
Mm-hmm.
for like the last 20 minutes of us scrambling down there. It was like she was like upset that it was her going home.
Gotcha.
And I guess it was because she had to write my name down. I don't know. But I went to her because I honestly thought it was either her or Will that was getting the boot. And I told her that I had heard my name, but if me, Mary, Ellie, and Kim vote Will, that's all we need.
You needed 4.
We needed 4. And Kim was supposed to be our 4th.
Mm-hmm.
Jay was the backup 4th. Jay came with me and he said that he didn't want to vote Will, but he wanted to do whatever I wanted. And I said, well, I feel like my best option to stay is if I go Will, because I already have 2 other confirmed votes that I trust.
Can you go around the house the other side?
Are
please?
gonna vote Will. So I feel like for me to survive, that's how I have to go. And he all but assured me that he's not ready.
Mm-hmm.
But he, right before we left camp, he scrambled with Will. So I knew they were close. I wasn't counting on Jay's vote, but I was counting on Kim's vote. And I honestly didn't think that 100.
So based on all of that information, who do you think is in now, given how the votes went and what you saw at camp?
Yeah.
Who do you think is positioned best and worst?
I think Andrea is positioned the best. Andrea and Jay, because they have Will as a shield. People are looking at Will first. But I feel like after this vote, people are knowing how tight Will and Jay are, and Will and Andrea are. I feel like the Will and Andrea duo is less expected than him just pairing up with the last man in the tribe. I really worry for Mary. I feel like if we go to tribal again, because that was the first name that came out of Will's mouth. He's like, well, the easy vote's Mary. I was like, why is that easy vote? Like, maybe me
Easy for Will, maybe, right?
Maybe me being defensive for Mary.
Was
got
that just
him
because Mary's a past winner, or was that because Vinny was still there and there was a relationship thing going
that
on?
was being thrown. I was just like, that. I don't feel like that. We have so much more game to play that should not have even been like a thought of Vinny being the sole juror at the time.
Yeah.
That he was going to convince the entire jury to vote for Mary. Like, come on. Like, I think it was just what they were telling me a reason why we need to get her out. I was not writing Mary's name down, so maybe that also bit me in the butt. But I'm proud of the way that I played. I played honest. I legitimately yeah. I mean, and I'm really excited.
No,
to
you
show.
played great. You landed an axe
I did
for
land
your
an
team.
axe.
You scored points there. Even though you didn't really connect with the water
I wanted the
balloons,
rest
you
of
were
the
so
driveway.
close every time. So it wasn't like you were a terrible shot or anything like that. You were just off by inches every
Yeah.
time.
And I if Jay would have just held it a little tighter, it's fine. I'm not blaming.
Who are you rooting for to win?
Oh gosh.
And it could be someone on the other tribe.
It could be. I mean, I would love to see Mary win again, but I don't think that anyone will let her get that far. I really don't. Let's see, who am I rooting for? People who stab me in the back or the front?
Heyo.
Mary or Cat?
Okay.
Why Cat? Because I voted for Cat to win last time.
That was your final two. Yeah.
Well, she was my late ally in the last game.
Yeah.
And I feel like based off of pre-game knowledge, I feel like Kat is not in a great spot
Okay.
in her current tribe.
Okay.
Because Ash is after. I mean, that's common knowledge.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
But
we'll
I
see.
do hope that they go to tribal council. 'Cause
Maybe-
I would just love to listen to what hardships they've had.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Fun? I did have fun. I'm not gonna lie, on that last walk up, I was like, I don't know how many more times I can do this. It's hard. It's fine until you hit right before the first set of stairs, because it's like
It gets steeper and you're exhausted.
yes. So
Yeah.
yeah. And I'm excited to sleep inside
Yeah.
and not get eaten by
And
bugs.
you get
But the
food.
competitive side of me is very
Yeah.
I want to keep playing, but
Yeah.
I'm happy with the alternative as well.
Well,
I'm
you
gonna hang out with
are
guys.
our third juror officially, so you do get a hand in saying
Can't wait.
who will win this game ultimately. So you do have some power still. And,
Yes.
Yeah. So awesome. Well, thank you so much,
Thank
Taylor.
you.
You are a great player, and we're so happy that we had you. So yeah.
Thank you. Love it.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.